But prior to 2008, you guys, the average percentage of homes that were purchased by first-time homebuyers was just over 40%. So 40% of all sales were from a first-time homebuyer. And currently, that number, and for some of you, this may not surprise you, for some of you, it may be shocking, is down over 50%, and we're currently at 21% of purchases are from first-time homebuyers. And more than that, the average age of the first-time homebuyer has increased from the low that we saw back in like the 80s. So I'm going way back. But back in the 80s, this was like the mid 20s. And it slowly crept up. I remember just a few years ago, the average age was about 33 years old, the average first-time homebuyer. Now it's up over 40. So the average first-time homebuyer is over 40 years old, and they make up just over 20% of the purchasing market. And that's the first thing that I would ask you to take inventory of. I mean, is your business strategy built around first-time homebuyers? Because if it is, the market opportunity has shrank significantly. And I'm going to get into who is buying the largest percentage of homes here in a second. And it might mean that we need to tweak our approach just a little bit. I'm also going to share with you where real estate agents are getting their business. And it's not from the places where I see real estate agents spending most of their time, right? Social media being one of them. So first of all, average first-time home buyer down to 21%. Now, this is also just sad, to be honest with you. This will have ripple effects for generations to come, because when someone purchases a home when they're in their early or mid 20s, they have all of those years to build equity, right? They have that opportunity as they are starting a family to, grow the size of their family while they're growing equity, and then have that money to put down on their next home. And that's where you get the typical first-time home buyer. Then you got the move-up buyer. Then they're buying their dream home or the home that they stay in typically for a very long time. And then you have that move-down buyer at some point. And that all generates activity, not just within the housing market, but this generates activity throughout the whole economy. And we just aren't going to see as many transactions happening, because people will move less often because they're not even getting into their first home until they're into their mid 40s in many cases. So do know that this has ripple effects across the economy that I think we haven't even seen, yet to play out.